think it's already live. Oh, okay, well, we're here.
Friday!
Yeah, it's Friday. So, welcome. Hopefully you can hear us good and see us okay. We're having camera issues, but we made it. So, welcome. This is a Friday Fix. I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Joseph.
And let's see. Today, we were going to talk a little bit about some new things that are going on. And also, we are going to talk about the mastermind that's been going on and some of the stuff around that and give you guys a little preview on that. I've been doing this in my membership. There's a 10-week mastermind that we've been doing, and this is our second week. So we talked this week about creating visuals that actually get noticed. And we talked about using Canva and all that kind of stuff. So I'll go a little bit more into that in just a few minutes. Anything you want to preview for today? Talk about today?
Sure. So, in celebration of celebrations, for reasons of celebratoriness.
Okay. But
I've actually been, if anyone is interested, hit me up either in the comments or you can email me at joseph@excelsioredit.com. I am doing some free editing for excerpts of people's books. And if you like the job that I do, what I ask in return is just for a review. So I'll be doing about 4 of those. And so if you want to sign up and go ahead and get in, it's first come, first serve. You can do it up to 1,000 words you can send me, and I'll go ahead and edit it and give you some suggestions for what I have there. And then if you are happy with it, if you would just give me a little review and say whether or not you liked it. Other than that, I think that everything is normal, or what passes for normal in business, right? So yeah, that's it.
That's great. That's a very generous offer. So yeah, I guess we'll talk a little bit about the mastermind, what we talked about there, and then I will go into our new craziness that we are adding to our lives, of course. So what we talked about in the mastermind this week was about visuals and about using Canva and things like that. But we really went into like what less is more, right? Less is more when it comes to adding things to graphics. A lot of people try to put tons of stuff on a graphic because they want to make sure that they get all the info in, right? And really the graphic is to catch the eye, and then you can write something, usually in posting or on a blog or whatnot. You want to write all that stuff that you want people to know, not on the graphic. So typically the graphic is really to give that eye-catching piece, and it will snag people's attention, but it's not going to give them, all the information. So when you're doing your graphics, just remember that, focus on that. Don't worry about getting so much content on one piece. Make sure that you're actually putting more information in the text of your post or your blog or whatever it is, so that you're not actually trying to, basically fill this whole graphic with stuff. It should just be eye-catching. Now you can put some text on it. I'm not saying don't put any text, but you want to use your text sparingly or make it really, really short and simple. So for example, I was doing a graphic the other day and there was a blurb, there was times, when this thing was going to be happening, there was a picture, there was a title. And so we put the times and the title and the photo on the graphic, but the blurb, like the little explanation of it, goes as the post. So gives you a little bit of a split there, but it is more effective because there was too much on the graphic with everything on the graphic at one piece. So that would be my recommendation for that. That's what we talked about this week. And I guess the new thing, the new craziness. Many of you know that I was internationally syndicated. My podcast was internationally syndicated a few months ago, and it's been going really well. However, the station lost one of their partners, and so I was asked to come in as a partner on that station. So now we have decided to rebrand the station, revamp it, and we're going to be focusing and targeting the audience of Christian business owners. We're going to have Christian music on there as well. And we're going to be asking certain businesses with their podcasts to come on. It is an international audience. It is the US and the UK. So we have a great, interesting audience. We will have advertising as well. So if there's maybe that's just something you're interested in doing, just doing a little, ad, maybe it's to your podcast or something else. And you can have your show on there if you have a podcast. Let me know and we'll get you connected, with the team. And also we have, like I said, the music artists. So we're looking for unsigned Christian artists or uplifting artists, inspirational artists who would like to have their music played for free on the air, because we want to kind of offer that to them as a way to kind of get them started. And then, like I said, we have packages to be internationally syndicated for your podcast and also for advertising. So it's new. It's, the station hasn't been around so long because I only started, I started with them a few months ago, but it is something that if you know somebody who has a podcast, who has an inspirational, uplifting podcast or, stories that they're telling online, we'd love to, talk with them and see if that would be a good fit. And then this will be focused on Christian business owners, Christian, the Christian lifestyle. We're going to have, sermons and that kind of stuff on there as well. But if you know anybody who maybe that doesn't fit for, we're also thinking about doing a second station later on. So we're going to start with this, get that up and running and really pushed out. And so I hope you'll enjoy the rebrand that we do and that you'll be able to nominate some of your friends and colleagues to be a show on our station and get that extra listenership and help us to build the station even bigger and better. So that's the exciting thing. The station is called Mint Wave Radio, and it's pretty neat. Got a lot of really interesting shows on there right now, and including mine. Mine's one of them. And then we're going to be adding a lot more. We have room for up to 85 shows to be added. So this is a 24/7 station, so we have tons of room for everyone to jump on and join us. So yeah, that's the exciting stuff. Any other tips for this week? What other tips we got?
Tips for this week. Anxiously anticipate the website. I've been seeing the new build out and the new logo. I love it. I'm actually writing some stuff for the pages. Mm-hmm. It's fun. I think that the station itself is an interesting and good idea, and I look forward to seeing where it's going to go. And I'm sure it will do very well. It'll be the best, greatest You Just Won ever, as some people say.
We'll have to speak up, I think. Yes.
Oh, no. I'm not talking loud enough.
You're talking pretty low.
That's funny because normally it's like, you're talking too loud. Now I'm too low.
Yeah, you were
good.
Whispering almost. It was
sorry.
Awkward.
Sorry.
I don't know. So yeah, I mean that's what's going on in our world here. So I guess our main thing for today was, if you have any colleagues or friends, or if you were thinking about starting your own podcast, don't wait. Just do it and become internationally syndicated. Right away, do it. We're waiting for people to jump on with us. And also about the graphics, be simple, be clear, and with everything you do in marketing, I would say for me, just be simple, be clear. Don't add too much stuff. Don't try to pile on too much. It's kind of like that editing thing. So when you see people who, on Project Runway, they'll make a dress and they'll add 50 million things to it. And then the people will come in and critique it and go, yeah, take half that off. You don't need half those things, those little doodads everywhere. And so I feel like that's kind of the same thing when you're doing something with marketing. You want to edit, you want to take things out. You want it to be as simple as possible. Some people are like, that's not enough. It's just too plain. And I'm like, nope, that's plenty. Just, if you add 10 things to something, take 5 off and you'll be good. So.
And at the risk of sounding bookish or nerdy, remember some of the ideals of the Renaissance artists were simplicity, restraint, and rational design, which is what which is what Elizabeth is telling you. So you can say more with less. If your design is simple but eye-catching, yours will be remembered versus something that's overly elaborate and confusing and everything else.
And also
so keep
writing.
those in mind. Exactly. And the same thing with writing.
Yeah.
You should always keep it as simple as possible, because having something complex, simple, in a simple way, in a simple, straightforward way, is the most difficult thing you can do. It's an art form in itself. And if you can master that art form, you are well on your way to success in business and in life, because that's something that you will see and use everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's see, what are we, 3 weeks away now? So this week, next week, the following week, which is like Halloween weekend, and then the next weekend we will be this next show we have, so 2 more shows away, I guess, if you would, that we'll be on the road. So we got 2 more shows, and then we'll have our road show. That will be interesting. It'll be fun, and we cannot tell you where we're going. You'll have to find out. You'll have to wait and tune in and find out. If you have any questions, congratulations. So if you have any questions, please do comment below. We will get back with you, and we check the comments and everything. And we hope that you are having an awesome day. We hope that this has helped maybe fix something that you were thinking about or trying to work on. And yeah, so that's good. I think you might have us confused with someone else. No babies here. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, so we will see you soon. And if you have any comments, questions, and if you'd like to take Joseph up on his offering of his editing, his free 1,000-word editing, please do let him know through his website. I put the link in the chat, so if you have that there, yeah, just go ahead and go to his website, and you will actually be able to see. You can contact him and send him your stuff and see what he can do with it. Awesome. All right. We will see you guys soon. And let me make sure this is shown here. Oh, yeah. There we go. I see it. Okay. So, yeah. So we've got that in the chat. And thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.